golden, fragrance by ocean. The present is pleasant, time stands still frozen. Can I find the fine words?
Welcome back to my channel. This is Coco G. Today I'm actually gonna be talking about ancestors, ancestor altars. It is Monday. I know a lot of people work with their ancestors on Sunday. I prefer refreshing my altar, working with my ancestor on Monday. So what I'm going to be doing today, I have this little pot here. Actually, I need to pull the sticker off the bottom. But I found this at Goodwill, and I thought it would be perfect to hold my ancestor incense mix in. So that's what I'm going to be making up today. And like while I'm making that up, I'm just going to be talking to you guys about the importance of upkeeping your ancestor altar. So I do get a lot of people that ask me, where do you start? I don't know where to start with my spiritual journey. Like, I don't know what should come first, what's the most important. Personally, for me, after just an awakening and understanding your own power within, the very next step and the most important step is to have a relationship with your ancestors. And I know not everyone even chooses to, start an altar, but it's something for me just about having a space in my house that is like dedicated to my ancestors, that has, offerings to my ancestors there. I don't know, just something about that really strengthens and grounds me. So that is something that I like to maintain is my ancestor altar. Okay. And so, now, if you're thinking of starting an ancestor altar, then, you may be wondering, well, what do I put on it? And like, what do I do there? Honestly, as far as what you do there, I just like to sit with my ancestors and talk, I just like to sit and commune. Some people say communing with your ancestors, so you can sit and have a coffee there, or you can just sit and talk. Like, I don't know. I just talk to my ancestors. Often throughout the day, you may find me just kind of talking to myself, is what it would look like to you. But I really just talk with my ancestors daily, all day long. But especially at the altar, which is my place to meet with them. And as far as what you could put on the ancestor altar, well, that would kind of depend on your ancestors and who your ancestors are, okay? And by the way, the first herb that I put in this jar was lemongrass, and this is cedar, okay? So lemongrass is great for protection and raising vibrations. And cedar is another herb that's really great for protection as well. Okay. So, and also these herbs that I'm putting in here, just to go off on a quick tangent, are the 4 medicines. So these were 4 herbs or plants, really, that natives and aboriginals would smudge with to cleanse and purify their surroundings and themselves. I believe some still use it. It's important for me to use it because this is something that my ancestors used. I not only have African ancestors, but also Aboriginal and Native ancestors as well. I'm going to be adding lemongrass, that was cedar, sage, and tobacco, okay? But anyway, so let's go back to what you can put on the altar. So as far as what you can put on the altar, I was saying it depends on the cultural identity and the spiritual practices of your ancestors, as well as what they may have liked while they were alive. For instance, as far as spiritual practice, my ancestors were Christians, Baptists to be specific. So on my altar, you would find a cross, you would find a Bible, right? If your ancestors were Muslim, you may put a Quran on there. Okay? It just depends on, their practices. This is not a space that's reflective of you. That's what your altar is for. And maybe in another video, we'll talk about like the personal altar. But you have to remember, this isn't a space for you. This is a space for your ancestors. And so you want them to feel comfortable there. So even if you no longer work with the Bible, or, you no longer find your power in Christianity or Christian practices, if your ancestors did, then, if you're making a space for them, it's your responsibility to make them comfortable there. So you don't want to put a Buddha up there, okay? If your ancestors were Jewish, no. This space is not about you and what you're comfortable with, okay? This is about your ancestors. So, that was sage, of course. And so after the spiritual items that you may include there, you could look at cultural things, right? So, for me, I have a deck of playing cards. I have my little teapots. I had to turn around. I have so much stuff on my altar. I have so much stuff on my altar. I had to turn around and make sure that I'm like gonna name everything. So I have this cute little teapot and bowl and cup set. I wish I could describe it, but it has like really nice like African design, like tribal design on it. So it's something that's like, cultural to my ancestry. Okay, and then let's see. Make sure I name everything that's up there. I've got elephants up there, guys. Like seriously, it's a lot going on. So and then also there's like on a personal level, offerings for specific ancestors. I do have just a little dollar shot of bourbon there for my grandfather. Okay, I add coffee as an offering to my grandfather specifically because he started like every day with coffee. Like my mom told me, like without his cup of coffee in the morning, just straight black coffee, he couldn't really get much done. So I have a cup of coffee that I put there, just not every day, but just when I feel like he needs coffee. Okay, and then as far as other different types of offerings you could put there, I do have incense that I burn there, of course candles, a cup of water. Occasionally I'll put tea, fresh fruits. I'm waiting for the right plant to call out to me because I really want to keep a living plant there on the altar, but I don't know which one. I don't know, and I'm waiting for one to call out. I don't really want to put flowers because I feel like they'll probably just wilt and die really fast. Like in a vase. I would really like a plant there to continue to bring life. But yeah, that looks good. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I've got that all blended up. I'm trying to think if I missed any points here. I don't think I have. I also, of course, keep a Bible on my altar for my ancestors. And I also burn ancestor money for them as well. Let me show you guys. As an offering. So, this is ancestor money, right? I burn this on my altar as an offering to my ancestors, kind of like money and prosperity in the afterlife, in the spirit realm, kind of offering. I hope that makes sense. So I keep that there as well. And you see, I just burn it here in this little bowl. This is my little print bowl I was talking about that's like super cute, whatever. I have cups and things that match it, so yeah. I also keep a bell on my altar as well to ring as I call my ancestors down, and That also helps to raise the vibrations in the area. I would love to find a really nice rattle or really nice tambourine even would be awesome. But I don't like to go out and like buy things. I mean, I like this pot in particular. This was just like randomly on the shelf in Goodwill, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. Like, this would be perfect. I like things to either come to me like that, or I just like find them somewhere, you know. So that's that. I hope this video was like informative. It's not common practice to show people your ancestor altar, so no, guys, I will not be showing you my altar. But I hope that this quick description of the type of things that you can put on your altar and include in an altar for your ancestors, I hope this kind of helped. I do also have a blog post on my website that you can check out that I will link in the description box below. On my website, theglambotanica.com, I have a blog that I post on not all that often, but I'm going to get better, where I have a full moon ritual, new moon ritual, and also a blog post about an ancestor altar and building one, okay? And that goes into a little bit more detail. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it here, and we're going to talk again soon, all right? All right, have a good week. Bye.